All right, I think this is working. Let's see. When people pop in, I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions. If anyone's here now, let me know. Hey, Laura, you're here. I see you. Awesome. Can everyone hear me? Wait, a little more. Carrie, can you hear me? Teresa, awesome. Can people hear me, guys? Yay, okay. I was actually very concerned this time because I'm going live on my computer so I can use my phone as a timer. I haven't done it on my computer before, so I was seeing myself for some technical glitches. Brock's here. Brock, can you hear me? It's also interesting. I can see more people popping in on my computer. I kind of like this. All right. Got one more minute. Everyone a little time to join. Very cool. Good. Volume's working. All right, get my timer set up. All right, so AFAP ladder today as fast as possible. So we're gonna push you guys today. Not like we don't ever push you guys, but it's gonna be a fun one. All right, so a little shorter. It's gonna be more of 35 minutes of work for 45. So we do have time to do a little warm up right now. So we're right at 7:30. So wherever you guys are at, whatever is going to feel good, warming up to you. If you're already warmed up and you just want to keep jogging to get a little extra mileage on your feet today, or walk out. I'm going to show and do a little hip cradle here. So I am wearing shorts. I promise this is a long shirt. Bringing that heel up to the waist, working on that balance of the foot on the ground, really engaging that glute as the foot's on the ground. Other foot up, and then just a little pull, getting into that hip. All right. So the next time you bring your foot up, maybe give that ankle a few rolls in one direction, then the other. Same on the other side. Whoop, that balance is off. All right, again, these are just suggestions. You guys can do whatever might feel good to you. I know these arm circles are always feeling really good to me, especially the backwards ones, reaching out through the fingertips. Feel everything crickly and crunchy on there from all the sitting at the couch doing computer work during this quarantine. Which I can't believe it's June and we've been in quarantine since March, guys. This is crazy. All right, so wherever you're at, I want you to connect to your breath. So long inhale through the nose. Even longer 3-count exhale out the mouth. Creating space with every exhale. Filling the space with every inhale. Getting ready. All right, so first interval, 1 minute. We're going to go as fast as we can for 1 minute. Remembering our quote from Friday. Those of you that could hear on Friday. So our quote from Friday, ask yourself, can you go faster? Can you push harder? The answer is usually yes. That's going to be the mantra for all of these intervals. Understanding the duration of the interval, we're looking for that edge. We're looking to hold it the whole time. Another way to look at this, you could look at the duration of each interval, 1 minute, 2 minute, all the way up to 7 minutes. We're looking to cover as much ground as possible. So that means when we get to that 6-minute thing, there's some of you who might be able to get close to 1 6-minute mile. Definitely some folks in here that will run a 7-minute mile. May or may not call you out. All right. So wherever you're at, let's get started. Oh, cool. How fun is it watching the 5,000 meter races? I just saw that comment, Brock. The 5K, was it on a track? Probably. You're getting ready to run now, so you don't have to tight. But yeah, watching running, awesome way to study cadence and look at everyone. Look how relaxed they are in their bodies and their legs just turning over. So maybe you guys can visualize, if anyone else watched a 5K race or has seen professional runners go, visualizing that leg turnover as we go into these intervals. All right, so I'm gonna drill you more on that 5K. Okay, so we're getting ready. Got my stopwatch on here. First tier of the ladder, 1 minute, as fast as you can. How much ground can you cover in this next minute? Let's get started in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1 minute. Using this first minute, knowing you get a full minute recovery after every interval. So this one's not going to feel too bad. But don't hold back from it. Look for that edge. Knowing you get equal distant recovery after this minute, go for it. Pick a fast pace, confident pace, quicken the cadence, long and strong in that core, shoulders open, neck relaxed, chin level, jaw relaxed, creating space. Less than 30 seconds to go, guys. So good. How much more ground can you cover? Maybe looking down at your watch, see where the distance is at. Can you get another 100 meters in? See what you can do, whatever you can cover. Can you get to the next 0.1 on the treadmill? We've got 10 seconds still going. You can keep pushing it up until my countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Full minute recovery. Last time you're seeing 1 minute this class. All right. Next interval, 2 minutes long. All right. So first minute, maybe you were still warming up. Maybe it took you a while to get up to pace. Bonus challenge, start this 2 minute interval where you end a 1 minute interval. See if you can't hold on. All right, I want us looking at all of these intervals today as challenges, going into the danger zone, taking a risk, picking that scary pace for all of these intervals. All right, we've got 20 seconds. We are challenging ourselves. When we get to that 5 minute mark, some of you be like, I'm going to run a half mile in 5 minutes, or I'm going to run more than a half mile in 5 minutes. I'm going to see how much over I can get. So get ready. We're going for 2 minutes. How much ground can you cover? Can you get at least 400 meters, a quarter mile? I bet a lot of you can. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Look down at that watch. Look at that next time distance odometer. Cross your eye, or if it's already in front of you, how close to a quarter mile can you get? How close to a half mile even can you get? Let's see, push it. How much ground can you cover? Looking for that sensation, tightening lungs, racing heart, and then asking yourself, what can I do to relax into here? Where can I get my exhale out a little longer to create space for the next inhale? So good, you guys. 30 seconds down, 90 to go. If you lost that edge, find it again. Focus on that quick cadence. As the intervals get longer, your legs are going to fatigue sooner. Allergies. All right, your legs are going to fatigue sooner. So visualizing that quick turnover, not hyperextending from the hips, just letting those glutes, that core, all stay strong as your legs turn over effortlessly. Pop, 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 up off the ground. Less than a minute to go. Find that edge again. Can we make this next minute? If you already went close to a quarter mile, can you get close to another quarter mile? Push it. Even if you don't hit it, just strive to go a little further. Maybe pick a mailbox if you're outside that is about 30 seconds away. Try to get there. Maybe pick one that's 40 seconds away and try to get there. See if you can't really pick it up. We're so close to our recovery, guys. 20 seconds. Hold strong. Fly fast. Last time you're seeing 2 minutes after this interval, so make the most of it. Can you go a little further? 10 seconds. Hold strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full minute recovery. All right. Going into 3 minutes. 1 minute. This recovery, guys, walk it out, jog it out, stop, get water, stretch if anything's feeling prickly, roll those ankles, shake out those arms, whatever is going to reset your body for this next interval, okay? 3 minutes. Interval's getting a little longer. We're still quick interval territory though. We're 30 seconds from our 3 minute interval. So thinking those of you who could run close to a 6 minute mile, go for a half mile this interval. See, even if you can't go for a half mile this interval, you might not hit a half mile, but just see how close to it you can. Between a quarter mile and a half mile, some of you might even cover a little more than a half mile. A sub 6 minute pace for an 800 meter, you could do it. A lot of you could. All right, let's get ready. 3 minutes on the clock in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Those of you on treadmill, 10.0 is a 6 minute mile. So just so you have that in your perspective, if you're looking to run a half mile in 3 minutes, you'd be at a 10. I'm not saying everyone should set their treadmills to a 10. Get curious. If you know you're not too far short of there, add that next 0.1, add that next 0.2. See what that feels like in your heart and lungs and challenge yourself to hold there. Maybe worst case scenario, you back it off. Best case scenario, you surprise yourself. And again, let's use these tiers of these ladders to take some risks. Let's explore. Let's see. You've been working hard. You've been showing up and running for the past few months at home or outside or wherever. Just try your fitness out here. You really might surprise yourselves. Good job, guys. All right, coming up on about 1 minute done. That means we're in repeat mode of our last interval. 2 minutes to go, so pick it up. How far are you from that half mile mark, or is it in sight? Pick it up, cover a little more ground, go long from the floor, through the core, all the way up through the spine, imaginary string, tugging at the crown of your head, elongating everything, pulling everything in, top core, top glutes, feet turning over fast, everything else floating, falling forward motion, glutes firing, just send those feet over and over even quicker. Nice job, guys. Halfway there, 90 seconds to go. Pick it up. Look for that edge. Get a little breathless. It's okay. You're not here very long. Longest interval of class, 7 minutes, and at the end of that, you are done. So if you can train your mind during each of these intervals to think, it's a finish line stretch. I'm not here very long. I've got this. I'm okay. Whatever I'm feeling, whatever discomfort is there, I'm okay. I'm okay. So relax into it. You are okay. I promise you. Right there, we've got less than a minute to go. If you lost your edge, find it again. Get out of breath. Make that heart race. My zoners, you're in that red zone. You might even be pushing into the high red zone. That's okay. These intervals are your safe place to do this. There's always a recovery at the end. There's always an opportunity to come down. And even in the middle of the interval, if you push too far into unendurable territory, the amazing thing about running, you're in control. You're not going to drop a weight on your head. You're not going to fall off. I guess you could fall off the treadmill, but don't go that fast. But you can stop your treadmill. You can slow down the pace. But the bigger challenge is, can you push yourself to that point where you would have to slow down? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Full minute recovery. All right, so here we go. Going into 4 minutes. This is where the majority of you can get about a half mile in, if not more, all right? 4 minutes, 8 minute mile. Lots of you, knowing that you're getting a recovery after, can get even more than a half mile in this interval, all right? So again, I'm going for 4 minutes. In 30 seconds, how much ground can I cover? I don't think we have any 4 minute milers in this class. I don't know if we have any 4 minute milers in our gym, but if that's possible, if you can go more than a half mile, again, if you can get closer to 3 laps of a track, 3/4 of a mile, go for it. A bunch of you could do that. All right, let's get ready. 4 minutes. How much ground can I cover? 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Maybe down your watching treadmill and see that you're pretty close to a 1/4 mile over the last mile you hit, or a 1/2 mile over. Maybe your goal is to get to the next mile marker on your watch in the next interval or the next couple intervals. Is this class is gonna fly by, I promise. Every time we're only doing 1 of each length interval. So by the time you're done with 4 minutes, you're on to 5. We're so done already, guys. You're doing amazing. So look for that edge from the get-go. These longer intervals, longer opportunity to work on our muscular endurance and our speed. They go hand in hand here, all right? So we're looking to get fatigued in our legs and then to call upon all those muscles, those glutes that are firing, that core, to get those legs to keep turning over in spite of the fatigue. Again, running on tired legs, okay. If anything starts to feel painful to the point of injury, and no, I don't want you to push yourself ever to that point, but if your body starts to speak to you in any way where something feels injured, please stop, please back off. Might even mean just stopping the workout short, but again, I don't want anyone running through pain that's potentially signaling energy. A big difference between discomfort and pain, all right? I always have to draw that line for myself, so I want to make that clear here with you, especially as I am pushing you guys for these longer bouts, all right? So that has been said. Get uncomfortable, all right? Minute and a half down. We're about 20 seconds short of our halfway mark. How much ground have you covered? How much more can you? 4 minutes. Can you negative split this interval? If we took the first 2 minutes as 1 lap of a track and we're taking the second 2 minutes as that second lap of a track, can you get more? Can you cover more? Can you get more into that other lap of the track? You know what I'm saying? Run further this next 2 minutes. Here we go. Add 0.1, add 0.2 on the treadmill. Get those feet to go up and over a little quicker outside. Maybe open up your heart. Breathe into the shoulder blades. Imagine spreading those wings. Imagine a gust of wind at your back, falling forward, getting breathless. It's okay. And when you do start to feel out of breath, like you can't get your next inhale, what do? We focus on that exhale. Force that exhale out from a deeper spot in your body, and then let the inhale fill that space. Where can I create space to accommodate a faster pace? Once you create the space, pick up the pace. Here we go. We have just over a minute left. How fast can you fly? How uncomfortable can you get? Take your mind out of it. Trust your heart and lungs to do the work. Fly forward, fall forward. Here we go, guys. 1 minute to go into unendurable territory. Maybe in the final minute of each interval, maybe that's where we reverse our mantra. Instead of saying, where can I create space to pick up the pace, maybe we practice picking up the pace and seeing if we can find the space after, knowing we're coming up on a recovery soon. So good, you guys. We've got 30 seconds to go. Fly a little faster. Get to that next milestone percentile. Get to that next 0.1 on your watch, whatever it is. Cover a little more ground. You're running up until the end of my countdown. That could be a whole next 0.1 or 0.2 miles on your watch, on your treadmill, miles of training in the bank. So close, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full minute recovery. Whew. We have only 3 more intervals to go. I told you this class is gonna fly by. All right, so the challenge here is we get to these final 3 intervals, longer endurance intervals, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and 7 minutes. So the challenge is you don't give yourself permission to hold back until the final 2 minutes and then come at it with an all-out sprint. Rather, you're looking for that borderline endurable and unendurable threshold given the duration of the interval, all right? So you're going to that scary place. What is a pace that maybe I can maintain for 5 minutes and 5 minutes only? I'm going to give it a try. Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock in 4, 3, 2, 1. My folks who are right on that 10-minute mile mark, 9 to 10-minute mile mark, you're covering a half mile here, if not more, because you have a recovery after. You're running at paces during these intervals that you wouldn't run necessarily during a race itself because it's only an interval, right? So we're using these intervals as microcosms for the actual race, thinking of each of them, the finish line stretch, creating that sensation that you might find at mile 4 or 5 in a 10K or mile 2 in a 5K where you don't want to continue, but you're going to find a way to do it anyway. That's what we're practicing here. We're practicing calling on muscles to help the muscles that are fatigued. We're practicing the mental strategies of relaxing into an effort level that really feels unendurable, but we're training ourselves to know otherwise, all right? So much of running is mental, and that's what these intervals are for. So what can you do with your mind to relax it so that it doesn't label what's going on in your body as I can't, this is anxiety, I'm uncomfortable. What can you do to tell yourself this is okay? I'm okay here. I'm actually great here. I'm getting stronger here. I'm making myself faster. I'm the one that showed up and is choosing to do this. I'm also in control of backing off if I want, but I choose not to. I choose to pick it up instead. I'm choosing to get uncomfortable, choosing to increase my number of blood capillaries, the size and number of my body's ability to transport oxygen and blood through my body, even at these hard efforts, increasing my size and number of mitochondria, my body's ability to convert food into fuel. So all these things going on as you choose to run these intervals at maximum effort, all right? So I'm not saying maximum effort, 10 out of 10. No one's running 5 minutes at a 10 out of 10. But can you find an 8 out of 10? Can you find an 8.5 out of 10? Every minute closer to that 9 out of 10 mark. All right, guys, we're coming up on halfway. 15 seconds short of halfway. 2.5 minutes. That is an 800 meter for a lot of you. A lot of you, that's a 1,200 meter math. So fun. So can you go another few laps of the track? How much distance can you cover? Pick it up. Get uncomfortable. Guys, you're in the red zone for all of these intervals if you can be, all right? So looking for that next percentile, looking for that point where your breath is like, and it's okay. You can sigh, but call it a sigh. Think of something that would make you sigh. Sigh of relief, even amidst these difficult efforts. Let the breath out. Trust the next inhale to come in. And I like to say, it's like the bags in airplanes. Even if you don't see the bag inflating, you're trusting oxygen is flowing. You've got this. Your body's got this. Your mind has got this. So really practice these intervals as training for your mind, training it to serve you. Like we say in our 5Ks, we get to that point where it's really dark. You don't want to continue. You feel like you might throw up. Whatever is going on that's telling you to hold back, this is where we get to use these intervals to train the mind to power through those spots. So good, you guys. 90 seconds to go and then just 2 more intervals after this. So how much fitness can you gain in the next 90 seconds? Where is that edge? Where is that line between endurable and unendurable? Toe it, challenge it. Once you get to a point and you're able to relax at that unendurable pace, then look for the next unendurable pace. Really pushing it here, guys. Strong in those glutes, strong in that core, not losing our foundation. And that's a great way to kill time too, is just a body scan. What can I let go of from my feet, from my calves, up through my knees, bracing in my glutes, long through my core, open in my shoulders, creating space. We've got 45 seconds to go. Fly a little faster, looking for that next mailbox, that next driveway, whatever it is. Can you cover another 0.2 on the treadmill? Whatever it is, how far can you go? Here we go, guys. Just about 20 seconds left. 20 seconds, 10 out of 10 effort, haul it to the finish line. 2 intervals after this. Let's go. 10 seconds, keep going, keep flying. 4, 3, 2, 1. Full minute recovery. 2 more intervals. A 7-minute, a 6-minute, and a 7-minute. All right, guys, this is exciting, right? We've got this. All right, 6-minute people. I know, let's see. I've had April run a 6-minute mile before. I know she might be outside, might be a little trickier than treadmill, but go for it. Aim for a 6-minute mile. Mary, a 6-minute mile. Whoever is there, let's see, I see Brock and Ryan and Carrie. You guys, how much ground can you cover? How close can you get to that 6-minute mile? All of you over a half mile for these ones, all right? So let's get ready. 10 seconds, second to last interval. Laura definitely can get close to it. See, just even if you end that last couple minutes close to that 10 on the treadmill. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get curious. All right. Starting. Anyone whose name I just said, you're at least starting sub 7 here, okay? Sub 7-minute mile. You've got this. It doesn't have to be a 6-minute fat, but you're going to get pretty darn close to it. So starting, I believe, in 8.6 gets you to sub 7 territory. Just try starting there. It's not very long. We're so close to the end of class. New comment. Someone's going to be sending me the middle finger. Oh, nope. This is my Aunt Michelle. Okay, good. All right. So good, you guys. Looking to get uncomfortable, setting that pace. Hey, maybe you surprise yourself. Actually, you can endure this. Hold it. Just try it. You guys who are outside, again, you don't have the luxury of being able just to set the pace, but still, maybe you're starting, maybe you're able to look down at your watch and you know that you've been starting your 3-minute intervals at a certain pace. What would happen if you try to start this 6-minute interval at the same pace, and then the next 3 minutes just challenge yourself to hold on, knowing where you're going, knowing it's going to get hard, legs are going to get heavy, they might even slow down against your will, and that's okay. Again, we're looking for that point. We're going to a wall of sorts, all right? It's all right. Unlike other fitness activities, we're not carrying any weight through this that we don't have to. It's just our body weight, and we can let go of tension to make the load a little lighter. We can let go of tension in our shoulders, tension in our jaw, negative thoughts, anything that's holding us back in our mind. We can apply all that tension to our core, not over bracing, but just bracing enough to keep that posture long and engaged, and then sending our body forward. Our body is our own force, so use that force to your advantage. Imagine yourself flying downhill. So good, you guys. We're coming up on over 2 minutes done. So we're coming up on our halfway mark, 45 seconds short of our halfway mark. All right. I just saw Brock's comment on the 5K. I was looking at form. What am I becoming? A runner and a racer. Oh, I'm so excited to get all of you guys into actual races once they open up. All right, so let's see. We're 20 seconds short of our halfway mark. All right, those of you that I challenged starting sub 7, can you add 0.1, add 0.2? How much more can you cover? Again, we're in our final 2 intervals of class. Those of you who might not have started sub 7, but might have started sub 8, maybe now you shift to closer to a 7-minute mile or closer to sub 7, knowing that you have 3 minutes to go. Again, if what I'm saying is just crazy talk and there's no way that seems endurable to you, then don't worry about it. Just add 0.1, add 0.2, get a little faster with every minute, get a little more uncomfortable with every minute. All right. So I'm sure a bunch of you might have seen by now, but Brooksy Way is going to be virtual this year. They have a 5K, a 10K, and a half marathon. still don't have exact details, but I am still going to look to coach a group of people through that. So whoever is interested, we'll end up doing a poll. But yeah, I still want to get us training for events this fall, even if they are virtual, or maybe we can do some social distancing ones at Black too. So we still want to train for fall races. We don't want the summer to go by without that. So we're going to start that this month. Will be a lot of fun. Okay, we have 2 minutes to go, guys. Pick it up. If you lost it, if my talking somehow got less motivating and you were like, oh, I can coast right here, Maria's not yelling at me to go faster, pick it up. All right, flying faster. You guys who are sub 7 minute miles, how close now to that 6 minute mile can you get? How close to that 10.0 on the treadmill? We are in hustle mode. Finish line stretch. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Every step, picking it up, looking for that edge, looking for that threshold between endurable and unendurable, and then challenging it to exist faster. It is not a set in stone threshold. You can find the threshold at one pace, hang out there, and then push it a little further. Hang out there and then a little further, because guess what? Every time you find your new comfort zone or your new endurably uncomfortable zone, then the interval's getting shorter. So challenge it to exist at a little faster pace. We have 45 seconds to go. Try a 10.0 Brock carry. If you're not there already on your treadmill, Ryan, let's go. Pick it up. Laura, you're not going to be there very long. I swear, just fly a little. 30 seconds to go. Hold it. Once you get to that fast pace, let go. Let the feet fly. Trust the feet to pop up and over, up and over, up and over. Fire at your feet. Floor falling away behind you. You've got this. 10 seconds. Keep going. Cover a little more ground. Interval's not over yet. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Full minute recovery. Final interval ahead of us. Commit to this recovery. We've got it. All right. 7 minutes. We've got some people who can definitely run a 7 minute mile in here. Those of you who I called out as close to the 6 minutes, seeing how much over a mile you can get, all right? You're not posting it. But let's see, who am I looking at again here? Laura, Carrie, Brock, Ryan. You've got a 7 minute mile in you, if not even a little faster. Last mile of class, last interval of class. Again, those of you who are not quite at the 7 minute mile mark, that doesn't matter. You're just seeing how much ground you can cover, all right? These people I'm calling out, I've seen them in cadence distance before. I've seen their exact pace on the treadmill, so I know what I'm calling out. Again, so if I'm not calling you out and you know you're capable of a 7 minute mile, this definitely applies to you, okay? So, whoops, it's recognized. Let's get ready. I gave you even a little extra recovery. So 7 minute mile, Brock, Carrie, Ryan, you're going for it. Let's get ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final 7 minutes. 7 minute mile is a 8.5. I think that puts you at 7:03 pace. So let's start at an 8.5 on the treadmill. Just try it. You've got it. I promise. Final part of class. You are done after this. Your finish line stretch. Give it a try. Again, we are taking risks here. So if you take a risk and you fail, it's not failing. You pushed yourself. You held that pace up until you couldn't. That's okay. That's what I'm asking of you. So AFAP, as fast as possible. Given the remainder of class, how quick can you go? Guys, we are all in our finish line stretch here. This is the final interval. We're almost 1 minute into it, which means just 6 minutes to go. The majority of class is behind us. This is where we're laying it all out on the line. So let go, get uncomfortable, toe that line between endurable and unendurable, and then pick it up a little more, checking in with our form. Where can we get our feet up and over quicker, falling forward so that the feet have to pick up, using gravity to our advantage and creating it even with our bodies when we don't have it. Opening through the shoulders, letting that exhale go out, maybe even sending that exhale deeper from the diaphragm. So sometimes the tendency when we get super out of breath is to want to let that breath get trapped in the chest so it sounds like we're hyperventilating, like what would happen if you made a sound more like, huh? Guess what? The breath has to come from a deeper spot to make a deeper sound. So don't worry about how you sound. You don't need to sound pretty. You can sound like you're falling apart, but guess what? You're not. You're choosing to be there. So get uncomfortable. Let it get ugly. Let it feel sloppy. You know better. You're not sloppy. You're strong in that core. You're long in that spine. You're open through the heart. Everything else is just effort. It's just your heart beating. It's just your lungs breathing. You've got this. It's all involuntary. The only voluntary thing is you choosing the pace you're going at and you choosing the mentality you apply to this effort. So this is you versus you here. We do not have too much longer to go. 2.5 minutes down. Again, final part of class. If you are on the treadmill, you're holding that pace. You're relaxing into it. We'll pick it up as we go. But again, if this is feeling very comfortable, if a 7-minute mile or whatever it is you've set forth on your treadmill as your scary pace is no longer seeming that scary, given that we now have 4 minutes to go, and guess what? You pick it up, okay? We want that scary territory. We want that pace where you're constantly having to apply your mind to the body, to let go, to relax, to hold, okay? So we are training the mind here. If the pace becomes one you can easily dissociate from and coast, pick it up, okay? I want the mind involved. Nice work, you guys. So strong. We are halfway through, 3.5 minutes down, 3.5 to go. Short interval, pick it up. If you started at that 8.5 on the treadmill, why not go to 8.6? Why not go to 8.7? We're not here very long. Maybe catch the distance thing the next time it goes across the screen or on your watch. How much more ground can you cover in this last part of class? We are coming up on just 3 minutes to go. Final 3 minutes. Let's put ourselves in 4th place of an imaginary race here, all right? 3rd place person, that podium finish that you showed up to claim is 30 seconds away from you. 30 seconds away. What do you have to do to catch them? Pick it up. Go to that next pace on the treadmill. Get those feet turning over a little quicker. More uncomfortable. Here you can put your attention outside yourself and on the person you're trying to catch. Go get them. You're 15 seconds away now. So close. Pulling up beside them. Right at their shoulder and surge ahead of them. You're in 3rd place here. You've got that podium spot, but guess what? We're not settling for 3rd. We're setting our eyes on 2nd. 2nd place person, 45 seconds away from you. What do you have to do to catch them? They're running at a strong pace. They don't look like they're going to fizzle anytime soon. They're probably trying to chase down first. So you have to pick it up even more. Guess what? Yes, you can. Can you give more? Yes, you can. We are so close to done. We have 2 minutes to go. All right, gaining on 2nd place. They are now 20 seconds away. All right, they sense that you're coming up behind them, so they're picking it up. So guess what you need to do? Add 0.1, add 0.2. Do it. Don't worry. You're so close to done. So good, guys. Right on their heels. Pull up. Right on their shoulder. Make your move. Here you go. Leaving 2nd place behind you. You are in 2nd place. All right? Hold that lead. Make more of a gap between you and that person so that they don't even think they can catch you. Guess what? Eyes on 1st place. Where is 1st place? They are 40 seconds away. You go catch them. You showed up to win this morning. You have 1 minute to go. 1st place spot, 30 seconds away. Add 0.1, add 0.2. Get into that sub 7-minute mile territory. Get into that sub 6 mile territory. Last minute of class, you guys. 15 seconds from first place. Everything you've got here, lay it on the line. Risk losing it all. So close to done. Right at that person's heels. They're picking up the pace though, so you have to pick it up too. Here we go, at their shoulder. 3, 2, 1, surge, pass, leave them in your dust. Finish line in front of you. They're chasing you. You hear them at your heels. We've got 15 more seconds, guys. How much ground can you cover? Looking forward only. Focus forward. Get ready. Surging through that finish line. Break the tape in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Whew. How are we feeling? You guys did awesome today. Those were not easy intervals, but you crushed it. Not an easy ladder. 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, no joke intervals to run as fast as you can for. So incredible job, everyone that showed up and did this morning. Wednesday, I'm going to be posting a lot in the GLAC Runners group and on GLAC's page for Global Running Day. I have this 7:30 time Wednesday. I'm also going to be teaching a, double check the time, 12 p.m. and a 4:30 p.m. Cadence. They're all going to be half-hour long. I'm going to make them all different workouts. So if you want to do a 2 a day, you're welcome to. Oh my gosh, who angry faced me? We have all of these coming up. Tomorrow, I'll announce this today too. Tomorrow afternoon, Vegan is going to teach a cross training for runners Facebook Live on GLAC's page, and that should be wonderful. That's going to kind of be our precursor for Global Run Day on Wednesday. Wednesday, we have Stephanie, who's one of our GLAC runners too. She's going to be doing a strength training class right after Cadence at 8 a.m. So stick around for that if you can. And again, the classes on Wednesday are going to be on Great Lakes Athletic Club's page versus the GLAC Runners page, okay? So just make sure you know that. Make sure you like that page if you haven't already. Bethany, another one of our trainers, is going to be doing a strength training class after my noon Cadence at 12:30. And then our personal trainer, Marv, is going to be doing a recovery class at 5 o'clock after the 4:30 Cadence. So lots of good classes for you to pop in on. They're all going to be available on GLAC's page after too. And then most importantly, at 5:30, I'm going to get this link set up actually right after class, but we're going to have a Zoom happy hour available. All right. So, oh man, awesome. I love reading this vomit emoji. That means you guys did it right. Okay. So happy hour, grab your drink, whatever your favorite beverage is, and join us to talk all things running. We'll talk more about Brooksy. We can just see each other's faces since I miss you all right? So that's going to be at 5:30. I'll send the Zoom link today, get it all together. But awesome job. Ryan, amazing. Did the mile. So good. It's especially coming back from an injury. Incredible. All right. Very proud of you guys. Awesome way to start Monday. As always, any questions, shoot them my way, and you'll be hearing a lot from me over the next couple days. And I hope all of you will participate in Global Running Day. Sorry, last but not least, I need to say, please donate to SCAMP if you can. It's on the event page, even $5, $10, whatever will help. We're trying to raise money for a scampership, which is $1,500. That would send one scamper entirely through SCAMP next summer. Their camp was canceled this summer, so we're hoping to bring some light to someone's next summer. All right, so check it out, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. All right, great work. Bye.